The Philadelphia 76ers are the NBA's hottest team right now and are finally finding their rhythm at the perfect time. Currently 9-1 in their last 10 games, beating some really good teams including the Clippers, the Nets, the Kings, and most importantly, they beat the Denver Nuggets where Joel Embiid and Nikola Jokic went head to head and Joel Embiid came out on top in this matchup. But in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the three major factors leading to the recent success of the Philadelphia 76ers. But before we jump into today's video, make sure you guys hit that like button. Let's see if we can get the video up to 100 likes. Also, comment down below, who do you think the 76ers should try to acquire at the deadline? Just, like 5 days away. Next Thursday is the deadline. Let me know who you guys think the 76ers should try to trade for. Subscribe to the channel. Join the family if you're new. We're going to be posting a ton of 76ers content and NBA content in general all year long, so make sure you guys subscribe. But going into our first major factor leading to the unbelievable success over the last few weeks for the 76ers is the MVP frontrunner, Joel Embiid. Guys, Joel Embiid is currently breaking the basketball world with his play. Over the last 20 games, he's been incredible, averaging an amazing 33.7 points, 10.4 rebounds, and 3.7 assists, and also 1.2 steals and 1.7 blocks per game. Not only is he one of the best offensive bigs I've ever seen in the game of basketball, but he is also playing insanely well on defense as well, which is something we'll bring up later in this video. But this is the exact reason Joel Embiid is my MVP right now. Joel is also shooting 53% from the floor and 40% from three. This man has been an absolute glitch this season and is showing no signs of slowing down anytime soon. We all know Embiid wants the MVP trophy, but more importantly, he wants to be a champion. If Embiid continues to play this good, there's no doubt in my mind he'll win the MVP, but they'll also be in contention for an NBA Finals appearance if he continues to play with the intensity, with the IQ, and the pace that he's been playing at. If he continues to do this, they'll have a shot to win the NBA Finals this year. But, there are some really good teams out east like the Bucks, Celtics, Cavs. But the 76ers have what it takes to take any of those teams down in 7 games. Now, before we get to the second major factor, make sure you guys subscribe and comment down below your favorite NBA player of all time. I'm just curious to see what your guys' answers are going to be. Is it going to be a 76er player, or is it going to be, other players in the NBA from the past or current? I want to see what your guys' answer is. Now, moving on to the second major factor for the 76ers' success, and this is probably one of the most important ones so far. It's going to be their defense. The 76ers currently rank in the top 10 of a couple of major defensive categories. Now, take a look at some of them. They're ranked number 4 in opposing points per game, number 8 in opposing assists per game, number 4 in opposing assist to turnover ratio, number 1 in opposing three-point percentage, and number 2 in opposing three-pointers made per game. Their defense has been absolutely locked down this year. Listen, it's been absolutely amazing, forcing teams to make shots inside the arc. In today's game, we all know that the three-point shot is vital to a team's success. Just look at what the Celtics and the Warriors doing, for example, shooting a ton of threes a game. But the 76ers make it hard for teams to make three-pointers. They force them to go inside, get to the rim, and just shoot mid-range shots, which is, known as a very bad shot in the NBA. A mid-range shot is known as the worst shot you can take, especially a long two. Listen, the 76ers are doing an amazing job on defense, and we all know that defense wins championships, or at least can get you very far in the playoffs. Now, this 76ers team is very focused and gives their 100% effort every single game. You can just tell this team wants more than just a playoff appearance this season. The 76ers are also one of the most clutch defenses in the entire league. As well, when it comes to points allowed in the fourth quarter, they currently rank number 4 in the entire NBA, only allowing 25 points per game in the fourth quarters. The 76ers defense alone is enough to carry them into the playoffs, but when you pair that with a guy like Joel Embiid and the potential of James Harden and the rest of the lineup, this team is absolutely terrifying. Now, moving on to our third and last major factor of this team's success, it's going to be the surrounding core, including a guy like James Harden, who is, in my opinion, an all-star snub. He's having an amazing season so far, and listen, he deserved to be an all-star. Harden is averaging 21 points, 6.4 rebounds, and 11 assists per game this season, while shooting 44% from the floor and 39% from three. Harden has been crucial for the 76ers' success this season, and his playmaking ability has been top tier, one of the best playmakers in the NBA this entire season. Now, I do think that he should have been an all-star, and I think, if anything, this is only going to motivate him to play even better down the stretch of the season and into the playoffs. I think he feels a little bit disrespected, and I feel this is like it's only going to help his game in the long run. Now, moving on to a guy like Tyrese Maxey, he's also been an X factor off the bench, putting up 20 points, 2.8 rebounds, 3.8 assists a night. Tyrese has superstar potential, but right now he's fitting perfectly with his team off the bench. And then you move on to a guy or guys like Tobias Harris, D'Anthony Melton, Shake Milton. They have also been vital for the 76ers. This team was built so well, and I love what I'm seeing from this team right now. I truly believe a deep playoff run is in store for the Philadelphia 76ers this season. With the way they've been playing, you got Embiid, the great defense, Tobias Harris, D'Anthony Melton, Shake Milton, Tyrese Maxey, James Harden, Niang off the bench. I mean, this team has been absolutely lighting it up, especially on the defensive side of the ball. They've been clamps all season. If they continue to play or continue to maintain these three major factors, this team is not only going to make a nice little playoff run, but they could make a deep playoff run into the NBA Finals and compete for an NBA championship this season. Guys, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're going to be covering the NBA and the 76ers all year long, so make sure you guys turn on your post notifications, and you'll be notified every time we drop a video, and I'll see you guys on the next